Newswatch, your source for all news impacting southeastern Ohio. I'm Joseph Hennessy. Thanks for joining us. Protesters took to the Scioto Children's Services office following the death of a local 6-month-old. 2 weeks ago, Dylan Roof was found dead in a well near his parents' home in Scioto County. Now, prosecutors are saying the Children's Service office is responsible. Elizabeth Suarez spoke with them about their push for change.
Less than 2 weeks after 6-month-old Dylan Groves was found dead at the bottom of a 30-foot well near his parents' home in Otway, a protest was held outside Scioto County Children's Services on Monday.
Dylan didn't have a voice. So, you know, if I have to stand up and be a voice for him, then I'm going to, and I just encourage everybody to stand with me and be a voice for those that don't.
Dylan was born addicted to drugs and was in the custody of Scioto County Children's Services for his first few months of life. After being placed in the custody of a foster parent, Daniel and Jessica Groves regained custody of him after complying with CPS requirements. His biological parents are now facing charges of aggravated murder, kidnapping, and endangering children, as well as other charges. But protesters like Stephanie Carter say that Children's Services should be held responsible for Dylan's death.
I'm hoping that things are changed. Like I said, if it was protocol that was followed, you know, to give Dylan back, then it needs to change because he shouldn't have been back. He should have been left with the foster mother that would have protected him.
In response to the protest, Director Laura Fuller said in an email statement, "It is a horrible tragedy that happened, and we hope to determine how tragedies such as this can be prevented in child welfare in the future. Without full knowledge of the case, I can understand why the general public is angry with the agency. But protesters like Katie Smith and her husband are pushing for foster care reform. They fostered 2 children at their home in Mount Gilead, Ohio, and felt that the children were not treated fairly.
I think we really have to raise awareness and we have to promote advocacy, that kids in care matter, that their voices matter, that what they want matters."
Hoping their voices are heard for the future. Elizabeth Suarez, WSAZ News Channel 3, New Boston.
Both of Dylan's parents were in court today. Athens City Council is sending a resolution to oppose House Bill 242 to state representatives, including Jay Edwards. The bill would prohibit local government from imposing taxes and fees on single-use plastic products like bags and containers made of plastic, paper, foam, cardboard, or aluminum. Councilmember Chris Fall says the legislation is overreaching.
It's outrageous. The other things that they preempted is income tax, fracking, and doing ability to protect our single source aquifer from fracking or hazardous waste injection. They're doing it every day, and it's not democratic.
Fall says she thinks state representatives need to be reminded that it's the citizens that put them into office and to not be influencers for the plastic industry. A new visitor center opened Monday at the Hocking Hills State Park. The new center features interactive exhibits that help guests learn about the nature and history of the Hocking Hills region, according to the Lancaster Eagle Gazette. The opening was attended by Governor DeWine and Mary Mertz, Director of the Ohio Department of Natural Resources.
Hello, I'm forecaster Blake Hardesty, and it was a fantastic day out there today, and it's going to be a fantastic evening tonight. Right now in Athens, looking at 82 degrees, humidity only at 50%, so a very nice day out there, lots of sunshine, very warm, and we have a nice breeze out of the west of 5 to 10 miles per hour. I would take a look at precipcast. It's pretty quiet out there. Nothing really going on at the moment. We have a few showers out here in Illinois, but nothing going to be bothering us here in Ohio. As we take a look at the national precipcast, we're sitting over this dome of high pressure. We're giving way to those sunny skies out there today, and not much else going on. I'm not really tracking any type of rain, at least any widespread rain for the next couple of days. So that's good news for lots of sunshine out there. I would take a look at current conditions around southeast Ohio, 82 in Ripley, 82 in Marietta as well, and 80 degrees up in New Mountainville and Cambridge. All of us having sunny skies out there. Very nice day out there. So take your kids to the park, go out for a walk as you get home from work this evening. Very nice day. I would take a look. This is a satellite image from NOAA's Go East satellite. Very clear day out there today. Here we have Ohio, a little bit of clouds out there. But look out to the west here, over towards Kansas, Nebraska. We have lots of clear skies out there. That's going to be moving into Ohio for the next couple days. So expect lots of sunshine, lots of warm weather. So make sure you remember the sunscreen. The National Weather Service recommends that you use at least SPF 30 as you go out in facing those sunshine and dangerous conditions from the UV rays. So Joe, make sure you lather up that sunblock. It's been fantastic sunny the next couple days.
Thanks, Blake. The high water covering parts of Summit and Stark counties in Ohio has finally receded, but there's still a lot of work to be done. Mayors of several cities and towns have signed a letter to Governor Mike DeWine asking for help. While cities wait for a response, they are doing whatever they can to help residents. Cities are putting out extra dumpsters and sanitizing flooded basements. Cities are also surveying residents to see what else needs done. A tornado touched down in West Virginia last night, according to the National Weather Service. The Weather Service says on Twitter, a tornado hit the Alum Creek area Monday night along U.S. Route 119, southwest of Charleston. The Weather Service says a survey team is looking at damage in other areas Tuesday in Kanawha County, where large trees toppled onto homes and roads. The Republican-controlled West Virginia Senate has passed a sweeping education bill that would allow the state's first charter schools. The wide-ranging proposal would allow for a staggered implementation of charter schools, limiting the state to 3 charters until 2023, then letting 3 more go up every 3 years after that. It also contains a pay raise for teachers. The West Virginia Parkways Authority says guardrails will be installed on either side of an 8-mile stretch of Interstate 77. The stretch saw 12 die as vehicles cross over the median on the hilly road. The rails are supposed to be in place by October. A West Virginia state senator is receiving support for an article some are calling anti-gay rights. State Senator Mike Azinger wrote an opinion piece titled "The Shame of LGBTQ Pride" in the Parkersburg News and Centennial. In a Facebook post, state GOP chairwoman Melody Potter said "right on" in reference to the article calling for intolerance for the LGBT community. The only Ohioan running for the Democratic nomination for the presidency in 2020, Tim Ryan, is talking to media outlets ahead of the first Democratic presidential debate. In an interview, he weighed in on how he changed his views during his time in the House of Representatives.
I talked with and sat with and heard their stories about abortions that they've had and complicated pregnancies that they've had. And that's what influenced my decision to change on those really, really important issues. And I think Democrats, and especially progressive Democrats, appreciate someone who takes in new information, who has new experiences, and then evaluates their position based on that new information, new experiences.
Both Planned Parenthood and Ohio Attorney General Dave Yost are asking a federal judge to postpone information gathering in a legal challenge to Ohio's law outlawing second trimester abortions. In a joint filing Monday, the parties asked U.S. District Judge Michael Barrett in Cincinnati to halt discovery in the Ohio case while a similar Kentucky case is decided. Barrett forbid the state from bringing criminal charges against doctors until the legal challenge is resolved. Big changes are coming to health care. That story is coming up in about 10 minutes, and agreements were made on border funding. These stories and more when Newswatch returns.
WOUB is member-supported public television. Your contribution keeps WOUB available in your community. Become a member with a gift of $60 or more for access to stream more than 1,000 of your favorite PBS programs through WOUB Passport. Programs like Nature, Sherlock, and all episodes of Downton Abbey and Victoria. Pledge now at WOUB.org. And thank you.
This is a box that showed you a world beyond your own. It was just a box, but the world has changed, and so have we. And now the box can be almost any size or shape. And you decide what you want to explore. Anytime, any place. Break out of the box with PBS.
PBS had a special on Pearl Harbor, and once Landon started watching the show about the Arizona, he completely became fascinated.
That's Donald Stratton, and that's me.
And then his Christmas wish this year was to meet Donald Stratton, one of the survivors from the Arizona.
So good to see you, buddy.
Everything that Landon has learned from PBS, it's immeasurable.
This is for you.
Thank you, big guy.
He is living proof of the effect that PBS has had on his life.
I loved Ken Burns' series on the Civil War. It was deeply impacting. I love history. To have those stories told through these letters, through stories of love and loss, it rewrote the book on how to tell a story. When television was invented, there were a lot of people who had dreams about what it could do. I think PBS still aspires for and often succeeds at reaching the highest ideals of what television could be.
It's been a back and forth day for more than 100 migrant children in Texas reported to be taken away from, then returned to a border facility. The political back and forth on the issue continues in Washington, where Emily Schmidt reports lawmakers are trying to figure out a border funding package.
Independent monitors called conditions for migrant children inside a border station in Clint, Texas, unconscionable. On Capitol Hill, Democrats echo a call for change.
There is no soap. There is no diapers. Above all else, there is no human decency.
A facility official said in a Tuesday call with reporters there is soap and water available. But another official said they're not set up for a crush of migrants and unaccompanied children. The question in Washington is what to do about it.
It's about lifting them up in a way that takes them beyond what we do today.
House Speaker Nancy Pelosi is trying to get enough support for a multi-billion-dollar border funding package by month's end. She's up against Republicans who question her push for a House bill instead of a Senate plan.
She's waited 56 days to run out the clock. This is not a time to play politics.
House Democrats disagree on the bill, too. Some say it doesn't do enough to protect migrants and that it's more money for a system already broken. What's more, the Trump administration warned Tuesday it may veto any bill which passes, partly because there's not enough money for immigration and customs enforcement detention beds. Meanwhile, a Customs and Border Protection official acknowledges to reporters children should not be held this long in CBP custody. In Washington, I'm Emily Schmidt.
As the debate over funding continues, Democratic lawmakers made their case to explain the deal they have made. Speaker of the House Nancy Pelosi attempted to justify the deal.
This isn't an immigration bill. You know, people think, well, it is this. It's not an immigration bill. It's an appropriations bill to meet the needs of our children. So we can remove the needs that they have, but also the shame that we should have that they don't have diapers and toothbrushes and the care. I said to the members, we have to have a country where every child knows that they are in their parents' arms, literally or figuratively. We are the arms of these children in terms of this appropriation is concerned. We want them to feel that comfort.
Pelosi believes the bill will pass the House. It is still not clear if the bill has the approval of the progressive wing of the party. President Trump threatens Iran with overwhelming force and obliteration if it attacks anything American. Trump's tweets Tuesday was in response to Iranian President Hassan Rouhani, who said earlier in the day that the White House is suffering from mental disability and behaving as no sane person. Tensions between the countries now at their highest level in years in the wake of a new sanctions imposed by the U.S., partly in retaliation over the downing of a U.S. drone last week. New rules may be changing healthcare. That story still ahead.
We have lots of sunny skies ahead, a few foggy mornings as well, and we're going to be heating up very fast in the next couple of days. I have more details about that in my full forecast when Newswatch returns. But first, here's a look at stocks of local interest.
WOUB is member-supported public television. Your contribution keeps WOUB available in your community. Become a member with a gift of $60 or more for access to stream more than 1,000 of your favorite PBS programs through WOUB Passport. Programs like Nature, Sherlock, and all episodes of Downton Abbey and Victoria. Pledge now at woub.org. And thank you.
I loved Ken Burns' series on the Civil War. It was deeply impacting. I love history. To have those stories told through these letters, through stories of love and loss, it rewrote the book on how to tell a story. When television was invented, there were a lot of people who had dreams about what it could do. I think PBS still aspires for and often succeeds at reaching the highest ideals of what television could be.
What are you doing?
Possibilities. Your day is filled with them.
Reach up, energy in the fingertips, collapse.
TV, play Downton Abbey.
And PBS helps everyone discover theirs. Anytime, anywhere.
Up in the sky, you can see it.
PBS, we're with you for life.
PBS had a special on Pearl Harbor, and once Landon started watching the show about the Arizona, he completely became fascinated.
That's Donald Stratton, and that's me.
And then his Christmas wish this year was to meet Donald Stratton, one of the survivors from the Arizona.
So good to see you, buddy.
Everything that Landon has learned from PBS, it's immeasurable.
This is for you.
Thank you, big guy.
He is living proof of the effect that PBS has had on his life.
Welcome back to the Newswatch Weather Center. It's a fantastic day out there today. Go outside and enjoy it because we're sitting at 82 degrees right now at the moment. 50% humidity. Very nice day out there. Lots of sunshine. Very warm. We have a nice breeze out of the west at 5 to 10 miles per hour as well. And taking a look across the region, we have similar conditions. 82 in Marietta, 82 in Ripley, 80 degrees up in New Martinsville and Cambridge as well. All of us under the sunny skies. Very nice evening out there. And we take a look at precipcast. Nothing's really going on. It's pretty quiet out there at the moment. Nothing really to be concerned about at the moment. And as we take a look, tonight in Athens, it's going to be 63 degrees. Very nice evening out there. Maybe open up the windows to give the AC a break. Very humid night though. 90% humidity, so it's going to be a little sticky out there. We have southwest winds 0 to 5 miles per hour. Very clear night though. Should be able to see the stars and a nice moon out there tonight. Overnight tonight, 62 in Marietta, 64 over in Chillicothe, 65 in Columbus, and 62 over in Cambridge. All clear skies. Pretty nice mild evening out there for the most part. Taking a look daily planner for tomorrow, waking up at 8 a.m., 68 degrees. Going to have a few patchy areas of fog out there, so if you're heading to work early, make sure you be careful. We might have a few dense, low visibility areas with some dense fogs in some areas. Warming up to 80 degrees by a noon lunch hour. It's going to be a beautiful day. If you have time to go out on your lunch hour, go outside for a walk, eat outside for lunch, maybe for your lunch hour. 4 p.m., taking your commute home. Going to be warming up very much tomorrow, 87 degrees and sunny skies tomorrow, so very hot afternoon. If you're going outside, make sure you bring your water with you and stay hydrated as you're going out, taking the kids to the park, doing your evening activities, what have you. Tomorrow, still looking at pretty clear skies out there. We have a few showers down here in Kentucky. They're not really concerning for us here in southeast Ohio, though. Very beautiful day out there tomorrow. And we take a look tomorrow in Athens, looking at 88 degrees for the high temperature. Again, very hot day out there. Limit your time outside. Find some shade, bring some water, and stay cool in the AC if you can. We're going to have the heat index into the 90s though because of the humidity. So remember the sunscreen. The National Weather Service recommends that you wear at least an SPF 30 degrees, SPF 30 when going outside to protect your skin from those harmful UV rays. Well, southwest winds at 5 to 10 miles per hour tomorrow. And we take a look around the region, 87 in Ripley, 86 over in Marietta, and 86 in New Martinsville. All of us under sunny skies. It's going to be a very hot day out there tomorrow. And we take a look at precipcast tonight. Not really a whole lot going on. We have a few scattered showers over there in Indiana. Might make a way into the area tomorrow evening. I'll have more details about that tomorrow on Newswatch. We have another pop-up shower over there towards New Martinsville, over and towards Cambridge. Again, nothing really to be that concerned about. Taking a look at Thursday in Athens, 88 degrees again, mostly sunny day. We have a slight chance of an evening rain shower on your Thursday. I'll be tracking that over the next couple of days. We'll have southwest winds at 0 to 5 miles per hour. Taking a look at the next several days. Friday, nice end to the week with some more sunshine. Look at that, 91 degrees though, very hot day for the end of your week. Saturday, another warm day, 88 degrees, clear skies. We have a slight chance of some afternoon showers on the Sunday, but nothing to be that concerned about. And Monday for the start of your work week, 84 degrees, very sunny, and clouds do unfortunately return for your Tuesday.
Sunny and hot. Thanks, Blake. Surprise healthcare bills could soon be a thing of the past thanks to a new executive order signed by President Trump. Reed Binion has the latest.
We believe the American people have a right to know the price of services before they go to visit the doctor.
President Trump signing a new executive order requiring that hospitals provide costs of healthcare services before they're given to give people a chance to find cheaper choices.
Hospitals will be required to publish prices that reflect what people actually pay for services in a way that's clear, straightforward, and accessible to all, and you'll be able to price it among many different potential providers.
The order doesn't specify what level of detail hospitals have to go into about prices, and the chief executive of the trade group America's Health Insurance Plans says it will be bad for patients, saying in a statement, quote, publicly disclosing competitively negotiated proprietary rates will reduce competition and push prices higher, not lower. President Trump says the new order will not only cut healthcare prices, it'll give patients more power.
Here you can keep your doctor, but you can also maybe find somebody other than your doctor at your choice, and that would be based on talent, and it would also be based on price. Because of this, you'll be able to search out for the right doctor, and it really is, in a true sense, the opposite of Obamacare.
I'm Reed Binion reporting.
The proposal was met with massive backlash from the medical industry. Alcohol use among teens is down, a new report says. A national survey of 8th, 10th, and 12th grade students for the 2018 monitoring the future student found that overall alcohol use has dropped in recent years. According to the data, by the end of 12th grade, 59% of students had consumed more than a few sips of alcohol. Just under 43% of 12th graders reported having been drunk at least once in their life. The American Academy of Pediatrics says continuing to send a message to the teens of the dangers of drinking alcohol can help the trend to continue. They also recommend banning the sale of powdered alcohol. And now far more Americans are suing opioid manufacturers, and now far more Americans are picking up extra work. Next on Newswatch.
A box that showed you a world beyond your own. It was just a box, but the world has changed, and so have we. And now the box can be almost any size or shape. And you decide what you want to explore. Anytime, any place. Break out of the box with PBS.
What are you doing?
Possibilities. Your day is filled with them.
Reach up, energy in the fingertips, collapse.
TV, play Downton Abbey.
And PBS helps everyone discover theirs. Anytime, anywhere.
Up in the sky, you can see it.
PBS, we're with you for life.
PBS had a special on Pearl Harbor, and once Landon started watching the show about the Arizona, he completely became fascinated.
That's Donald Stratton, and that's me.
And then his Christmas wish this year was to meet Donald Stratton, one of the survivors from the Arizona.
So good to see you, buddy.
Everything that Landon has learned from PBS, it's immeasurable.
This is for you.
Thank you, big guy.
He is living proof of the effect that PBS has had on his life.
WOUB is member-supported public television. Your contribution keeps WOUB available in your community. Become a member with a gift of $60 or more for access to stream more than 1,000 of your favorite PBS programs through WOUB Passport. Programs like Nature, Sherlock, and all episodes of Downton Abbey and Victoria. Pledge now at WOUB.org. And thank you.
A growing number of people are taking on extra jobs to pay for living expenses. That's according to a just-released report. Meredith Wood has a closer look in today's Consumer Watch.
Taking in extra work to make ends meet. Almost half of Americans have another job to bring in extra cash. That's according to a recent survey by Bankrate.com. That includes both full-time and part-time workers. The average side hustler brings in an extra $1,100 a month by working 12 hours a week. Though many families rely on side hustles to make ends meet, the most common reason is disposable income. That's according to 34% surveyed. 27% say the extra money is to boost their savings. Millennials make up the bulk of the people who have those side gigs. Experts say whether you need to put in extra hours to pay for your bills or pad your savings, finding a side gig has never been easier. And it's not just about the extra cash. The survey found about 25% say they are even more passionate about their side hustle than their main job or career. For Consumer Watch, I'm Meredith Wood.
A district judge approved a revised $85 million settlement between Teva Therapeutics and the state of Oklahoma Monday. The money will be used in the fight against the opioid painkiller epidemic in the state. The settlement was initially reached in late May. It's been held up over where the money should go. Under the settlement, Teva has agreed not to employ or contract with sales representatives to promote opioids in Oklahoma and will not use speakers, key opinion leaders, or lectures to promote opioids. But Teva, which is one of the largest makers of generic drugs, denied any wrongdoing. There is a lot to get involved in this week. Here is a look in today's community calendar. This picture taken by NASA's Curiosity rover is raising eyebrows online. The rover snapped the photo while on Mars last Sunday. If you look closely, you can see what appears to be a bright light on the distant horizon. That light had some enthusiasts speculating about possible signs of life on the red planet, but NASA has actually photographed similar occurrences in the past. Curiosity captured this glow on Mars horizon back in 2014. Back then, a NASA scientist tweeted that it was most likely a cosmic ray. In 2012, an astronaut explained that a cosmic ray can appear as a flash of light that is really not there. Now back over to Blake for the final weather.
Well, it's going to be a very humid night out there tonight. A low temperature is going to be 63 degrees, but humidity is going to be 90%. So very humid out there. We'll have southwest winds of 0 to 5 miles per hour. Tomorrow night, this is going to be a very hot day. It's going to be a high of 88 degrees out there tomorrow. It's going to be a very high heat index. It's going to be pushing into the 90s tomorrow for the heat index. We'll have southwest winds of 5 to 10 miles per hour. Now we take a look at the next several days. Thursday, we do have some more sunshine, 88 degrees. Friday for the end of your work week, 91 degrees. Sunshine does finally return all day on Saturday, 88 degrees. Sunday, we do have a slight chance of some rain showers. And for the start of your week on Monday, another warm day out there, very sunny. Joe, make sure you get that sunscreen. It's going to be very hot out there, very sunny. And make sure you don't get sunburn out there.
Yeah, definitely going to need some sunscreen. It's going to get hot, sunny. It's going to be pretty exciting. But, that's all we got for tonight's show. For Blake Hardesty, I'm Joseph Hennessy. Thanks for watching.